not seeing any revenue come in. We've got a meeting. First one. Yes. If you want to be anywhere, if you want to have a creative business, if you want to do this full time, this is literally what I've learned by failing, by just messing it up. If you do these things, you will be ahead of where I was. I'm going to work, and I just recorded for like 5 minutes, and then looked down and I didn't even hit the record button. So, anyways, I'm on my way to work. It's Tuesday. I've got a little bit of like work stuff to do today, but this week I think it's going to be a lot of just working on the side hustle, trying to make that a full hustle, and it's very defeating and overwhelming right now because I'm just not seeing any revenue come in. Also, I feel like this is the creative struggle is real for the first time because I don't know exactly what my next step is. That's a little overwhelming. Like I'm in people's inboxes, it's just not translating to success. So I don't know what that looks like. Does that mean I need to put myself out there more online? Does that mean I need to relationship build offline? Does that mean I need to, do more free work? Or is that like, where's the hole in that? I don't know. So if I quit my job, this is the day of my life, and it's not exactly fun. And on quitting the job, probably won't happen this week. The next week there's a chance. I'd probably say there's a 20% chance it happens next week. That's also scary because it's like, the heck, I just want to see something just, emerge. Bank account's getting low and I've got no revenue. Nothing on the horizon, nothing in the future except for this Friday. At the end of this week I've got a scheduled shoot with a realtor. She's trying to sell this property. Hopefully I can help her out with that, with social. And then this weekend I was thinking I might just go do a bunch of open houses with the camera. Whether or not I communicate with the realtor that I'm doing that beforehand, respectively, we'll see. I don't know, man. It's just, there's a lot going on and I'm not seeing any revenue. And that's just really frustrating. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But we keep at it. We keep going. One foot in front of the other. It's Wednesday. Well, this week I've been either busy with like actual full-time job stuff or have been reaching out to people like mad. I bought a little mini course about outreach, which was actually pretty helpful. Actually, since I've been using it, I got two reach backs. So good. One person's not interested in the slightest, so we went back and forth a little bit. And the second one, we've got a meeting scheduled on the books. I don't know what she's doing, but there we go. We've got a meeting. First one. Yes. It's at 2 p.m. on Monday, so I'm extremely excited. I'm pretty much already prepared, actually, so I just have to do a little bit of mental preparation. That's it. Like, I have got the deck already. Like, I'm done. I'm good. I'm good, so my internet friend John from way back met up last week, went over a case study like with this specific client, if they were to say yes, kind of what those actionable steps would be. So I feel really good. I'm really excited. Yeah, so stoked, bro. So stoked. That's it. That's all I got. So. Okay, end of the week. For this end of the week vlog, we're going to make this the season finale here, if there's a season. So I'm going to run you through everything. I've learned a lot in the few months I've been doing this so far, but I'm going to communicate and tell you everything that I have learned so far. I guess a better way to say this would be like, because I don't exactly remember what, like I've just been learning so much. I'm learning so much every day, and I just don't know exactly where that line is drawn, really. So let me just rephrase this and word this, in a more proper way, which would be like, I had 2 weeks to get a paid client. Here's exactly what I'd do. So number one, start with warm leads. Don't start with cold leads. Do not cold outreach yet. First, what you're going to do, talk to people you already know. Talk to family, talk to friends. Just get the word out. If you have a dream, you have to make your dream known. If you are open for business, you have to let people know that you're open for business. People will not book you if it's unknown that you even do this, if you even work. So you have to let people know. Your entire network. Just literally go through, if you follow on Instagram, go through the contacts in your phone and just message people. Don't tell people what you do necessarily. You need to communicate on how you can solve people's problems for them, because that's all people care about. It boils down to sales, right? And so it's not necessarily follower growth. Like, very rarely does someone like have a goal of getting this many followers. I think if people think that way, then their perception is skewed, and what there really is underlying behind that is leads that can convert to customers, to sales. So that's really where you need to figure out how you can solve that specific problem. You also need to narrow what you do down a ton. So for me, for an example, I can do a lot. Like, I'm almost like a Swiss Army knife in just the skill set that I have, right? Which is like anywhere from like rebranding, logo design, illustration, motion design, like social graphic design, video editing, video shooting, photo editing, photo shooting, stylized shoots, lifestyle shoots, product shoots, studio shoots, right? The list goes on. And my point is, you need to narrow down what you want to do to like one, maybe two specific things. Right now is a good time for short form video. So short form video, but not only that, short form. Don't go too far. Like, don't niche by industry necessarily. Like, don't do like short form real estate video. Like, that might be a little, like, that might create for yourself a hole that's hard to get out of. I'm speaking from experience in the sports industry, right? That might be too much, right? But more so, don't niche by industry or like kind of content or visual. Like, niche by like type of problem that you can solve, right? So that could look like is short form video for people that need personal brands to drive sales, because they are, and then this is where you get into your industries, because they are personal trainers, because they are lifestyle coaches, because they are entrepreneurs, because they sell courses, because, right, that opens it up a little bit more. But what you do is extremely narrow and targeted, because to other people, right, to Molly, who could be a potential client, she if you market yourself that way, she feels like she is seen and heard, because you are specific, because you're not, oh, I do short form video. Like, okay, cool. I do short form video specifically for people that are looking to build their personal brand. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what Molly needs, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to narrow down specifically your services and what you can do to people. Now, next step, free work. Now, don't, if people come to you, that's different. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the free work that is going to get you somewhere else, right? It's like building a staircase. Okay, so you need that step in order to get to the next step. And if that next step, if that last step at the top is one paid client, there needs to be stairs in there of free work. Now, what do I mean by free work? Okay, we'll define your ideal client, define who you want to work with, right? And from there, what do you need to do to get there? Okay, if you don't have any case studies, then it's going to be very difficult for people who want to work with you, right? And the way you can get case studies is by free work. You can trade work for testimonials, for instance, right? So you can get, and that way you can get, quotes, you can get, maybe a selfie video or maybe a screenshot of a text message. People resonate way more. Like, anyone can just make up anything for a testimonial and slap it on a website or an email or whatever. Like, what people want is like a screenshot of Molly texting me, even though it's free work. Molly's texting me, oh my gosh, this was great. Screenshot that. And then you send that as testimony. It's just psychologically, it just does something different for people. Screenshots of emails, screenshots of text messages with permission, obviously. Like, don't just, go rogue here, but that's how you need to have your testimonials, and do trade free work for testimonials. Okay, so that's step 3 or 4. I don't remember where we're at, but so once you do free work, now you have, it looks like it can be paid work, right? Because if you just gotta kill it. Like, you gotta just do a really good job. Okay, like, treat it like it's legit. Like, treat every client the same, and with a very high level of respect and regard, and like, everyone is extremely important, because you just don't know what things can lead to, right? Because maybe a free work for someone can lead into a paid thing for them. And that's another thing I would do is a free work that comes in do it really well, and then flip it around and be like, this is how much it would cost to do this regularly, and here's some ideas that I have, right? You gotta always be in the driver's seat in every single communication that you have. It's never ball is in your court, ball is in my court, ball is in your court. That's just there's no such thing as that. Let the ball always be in your court, no matter what. No matter what you're doing, you're always in the driver's seat. The ball is always in your court. You're doing everything you can to position yourself like you are an expert, like you are a professional, because that's going to help people to trust you, which means they're going to pay you. They're also going to like you. Like, this is extremely, extremely good for continuing to build those stairs to get to that final step there, right? So you've got your free work, and that could turn into paid. But if it doesn't, that's fine, because you've got testimonials and you've got stuff to show for it, which is super good. Because then you can start posting, just post the crap out of yourself. Always film yourself, right? It's one thing to like post your work, sure, cool. But when someone, like if Steven, who is your dream business owner client that you would love to have pay you, if he sees the Instagram you've created as your work, you post your work, that's cool, that's great, it's good to have, for sure. But it's so easy to compare that. You can very easily compare that to someone else's Instagram. And it opens up just this entire huge hood for tons of competition, tons of comparison. And then when it comes time for maybe like the pricing conversation, like, you're cooked, right? So this is what you need to do. You have your free work, you post the crap out of your free work that you've done for other people. Obviously not communicating that it's all free, for sure. But in addition to that, another layer added on top of that is film yourself. So literally put your phone down in the corner of the freaking room as you're doing a product shoot on the table, and literally just post that too. Like post that, because people want to humanize you. Like, people on social media, on the internet, they love like the content that blows up the most, the content that people interact with the most. It's all about what's human, like what is human. Like if you know me as someone that's a human, because maybe for some posts you're talking to the camera, you're positioning yourself as an expert educator in the room. For some posts you are just filming your behind the scenes, and that's all it is. It's just a behind the scenes, and it's a cut to it just psychologically does something for people, right? And that's what you need to be doing. It's film everything you do. Like, literally film yourself talking. That right there, film yourself talking is going to separate you from everyone else. And that's all it took, right? And automatically it puts you in the top 5%, and that's not even considering the level of talent that you may or may not have. Okay, so now we've got that. Then, after all that's done, after you've worked out your free work, your warm outreach for your warm leads, then you can go to cold, right? Cold outreach, it should be after all that stuff happens. Be persistent and reckless and respectful, and do not copy paste, because people, if brands, if Steven's brand, I bet Steven's brand gets 1 million requests a day from people just like you, with portfolios just like you, and it's just, they can tell what is copied and pasted. If it's an email, if it's DM, it's whatever, don't do that. Compliment, specific to that company, right? And that's going to take you a little bit more time, but not more than like a minute or two as you're doing these. And you just got to stay up a little bit later, burn the midnight oil, and then you're set, you're golden, right? And so reach out to it, just like create like it's your day job, like just reach out to freaking everyone that you can see yourself working with. So there must be like a little bit of balance there, and then with ideas, like, don't just blanket reach out, copy paste. Reach out with compliments, with something that's customized, with maybe some ideas, and interact with them too. Don't just interact with them with a follow-up. Follow up like crazy. There's literally no harm in following up. Follow up until they block you, basically. Just keep following up every single week. Just, even if it's just once a week, just follow up. Reply the same email, reply the same email, reply the same email. Apply the same with new ideas, with new visions, with maybe you can literally copy, like, oh, I did this free work. Don't say you did free work, but, oh, I did this with this company, and this is what we can do for you. Put that in a follow-up email. Same with DMs, like, just then DMs too. It's like you get in their primary, so that you're not in their requests of their, how like on Instagram DMs, you've got like your primary, your general, and then your requests. People that like have never messaged you before just automatically go in request, and it's really easy just to get lost in the abyss. Try to get in that primary or the general, and how you can do that is all they got to do is respond to you once. So maybe don't even start out with the pitch, with it just straight up, like start out with just commenting, or maybe tag them in your story or something. So anything to get them in on their end, if it's a primary or general request, because then when you do message them, they get the notifications for it. And that's going to be all the difference in the world as well, because that means they're actually seeing it. So I think that's it. And then just be persistent, like literally just be very persistent with that. And don't be afraid with multiple different platforms of reaching out, like an email and a DM on the same day, or calling. Like, do not be afraid to call. Like, you need to position, like you need to put yourself in, just thinking about it through other lenses of like, what's going to make me stand out and what are most people not going to do. And then you got to do those things. And that's what's going to make it really special for you. So that was a very long little thing, but that's a season finale here, right? Because I think that kind of just taking a step back from all that is right now I'm at a place where I'm going to quit my job very soon. I mean, there's a 40% chance it happens next week. I'm going to quit my job next week. So that's going to be that's new season for sure, so stay tuned for sure. The next episode is going to be the season opener of the next season, quote unquote, right? And it's a very important, pivotal time. And so I figured that, I think I did this for last season, I don't remember, but I'm really behind on editing these. So where it's just kind of like here's a wrap up and here's a look ahead to kind of where we're at. So I hope this was really helpful to you as you're trying to build something of your own, maybe, right? And this, I think, will do, if you do these things, you will be ahead of where I was, if that makes sense. Like, you will have literally shortcutted past months. I mean, it's July right now. I've been doing this since, like, documenting this journey since March. Like, you will literally be ahead by like 3-4 months, almost 5 months, if you do these things. So listen to this advice, because if you want to be anywhere, if you want to have a creative business, if you want to do this full time, this is literally what I've learned by failing, by just messing it up and figuring it out the hard way and the long way. And if you pick all of this stuff up, what I said is truth, then you're going to be much further ahead than where I was. So please do that. That is my plea. Like, that you'll find out one way or the other, right? Like, you're either going to do it yourself, take a lot of time, money, energy, wasted resources, and then figure it out, or like you're just going to trust that what I have to say like is my experience from me doing it, and it can be translated to you. And as you build something, this might be a huge shortcut for you. So that's all I'll say. That's it. Season finale. Cash collected end of season 2. Gosh, I'm gonna have to look at this, but I believe I couldn't tell you. I believe around 1,200 total. So nowhere close to going full time with this yet, but also like I am just so determined to just do this thing. Like, I'm like the Kool-Aid man going through walls is what I feel like.